What is the desired amount of instant action players? I know you'd like to have a gazillion, but what's the reasonable amount considering your servers and efforts?
It depends a lot on how much we scale and how well we scale and how fast we can do that.
Do we have any sense of what it would tolerate right now?
I've heard that we only hit like 0.1% of what we should be able to handle.
Technically should be able to handle.
So hundreds of thousands of users.
Any more questions?
Because we are coming up to the end of it.
Hundreds and thousands, that's almost a gazillion. Almost.
Why are game developers not good at their own games? That's not true.
That is not true.
That's true in some cases.
I mean, look at Mark Frohnmeyer and Marble Blast.
Enamel.
Yeah.
Just to clarify that last question, though, hundreds of thousands to scale to more. I mean, that's not our cap. We will definitely grow as our user base grows.
And really, we don't see why we can't eventually have the same user base as any of the consoles, as a PS3 or Xbox or anything.
Right. So I would say, yes, we are definitely scaling towards a gazillion users.
1 gazillion.
1 gazillion.
Not 2 gazillion.
No.
One's
Just
one.
Just one.
2's asking too much. We don't want to
Plus,
be
if we don't hit a gazillion, we all get fired, which is scary.
So invite your friends.
Invite at least half a gazillion friends and try to just slam it down, shut it down.
Well, because if at least 3 people invite half a gazillion, we should be close to it.
Come on. What about communities? Like, are we going to have sections that only your friends can join and stuff like that?
What?
Sections only your friends can join. So
What does that mean?
you can only play this game at a certain time. What, like
Clan stuff, I'd imagine.
Clan stuff. Are they talking about like forum areas that are for only friends or what?
I guess taking in other communities and then linking from their sites to InstantAction and find each other easier.
Oh.
Like importing clans? Is that what they're talking about?
Not getting anything back yet.
We're going to have people, and they're going to be doing some things over there with a stuff called guy. In the interim, while we're getting that clarification, are we going to have like clans? Are we going to have tournaments? Have we got that planned at all?
Yeah,
It's in the pipeline. There's no date or anything yet.
First, we got to get leaderboards. And
Yeah, that's right.
tournaments.
Here's a good question. We see the InstantAction interface on the front end, but how much hardware is it running on behind the scenes? What plans do I have to keep the platform scalable and functioning so that server load is not felt by players? Actually, it's funny that you bring that up because we are actually interviewing one of the developers this Friday, and we will post the video on the blog when it is ready to go.
It'll be next week sometime. The principal architect of the whole platform, he'll be able to answer all that kind of question. Remember that question because he was just asking earlier what he should prepare for.
Yeah, but he's not doing a live chat thing, right?
No, we're going to do a podcast, and so if you have any questions, send them to kurth@garagegames.com, and we'll ask. What's his name? I can never know. McKeel.
McKeel.
That's what I thought. I just didn't want to botch it.
Actually, that might be a good thing to just post on the blog. It's just put up what would you like to hear.
That's actually not a bad idea.
Yeah, if you have really technical questions about the back end of the site, definitely send them to Kurt.
Yeah, write them out so that we can just read them straight off and without any understanding what you're talking about.
What types of ways do you plan to profit InstantAction? We have tokens and ads, but are there any more future plans?
Well, if we do tournaments and contests, get those sponsored, it's a couple more ways.
I think that pretty much covers that at this point.
In-game currency, advertising, sponsorship.
Currency, yeah, I mean, there's a lot of different microtransaction ways to do it that we're going to experiment with. But yeah, we really are just experimenting at this point.
You mentioned Facebook integration. Will this include some sort of open social API?
Oh, that's a good question.
That is a good question. I don't know if it's one that we have an answer to right now. I believe that is the plan, though.
I'd love to see an API released.
I'm pretty sure that there's talks about, making certain parts of the site available to people so they can create applications and whatnot using those areas.
But open social? you know, like signed in across platforms. I haven't heard any talk about that. It's a good question though, but I don't think we have any answer right now for that. That seems a couple steps ahead to me right now.
Dylan, what do you think is the best game on Instant Action?
Right now? Shoot. Depends on what you're in the mood for. I definitely play Marble Blast the most right now. Racquetball might be supplanting that though, especially once you get a lot of players on there. But yeah, it'll be a fight between those two once Racquetball comes out.
Didi, what is your favorite game on Instant Action?
Oh, well, to be honest with you, I play a lot more Think Tanks than I do Marble Blast because I'm better at it. I actually don't think Cyclemite's that bad. I enjoy it because it's more of a puzzle-based.
It's a lot of fun, but I'm colorblind, so I can't play it.
Are you really?
Watching James Wiley play Bubble Poppers with multiple colors is hilarious.
I like Screwjumper. I think it's just because even while I'm failing miserably, things are going boom.
Yeah, so Screwjumper, the update they did, really improved the gameplay a lot. So if you haven't played it in a while, try it out. It's actually a lot more fun now.
Ian, favorite game?
Legions.
Ooh,
Legions.
Just rub it in there.
Just because I can snipe Jake and he swears. It makes me, I'm a bad person.
And then I snipe you and you swear.
And then I swear.
But really, if you're waiting for Legions, play Zap right now. I know it may sound silly, but it is the basic gameplay of Legions. Zap has it. You know, you have capture the flag.
Absolutely.
You have weapons. There's strategy. You can go in formations. It's really similar once you get into it and boil it down. And in terms of intensity, it's really up there too. So Zap's actually a lot of fun.
And if you're not enjoying Zap with a mouse and keyboard, try with a controller because it's a whole different feel.
What games have controller support right now? You know, Zap does.
Zap does for sure. Cyclemite does.
Cyclemite does. So yeah, and both Zap and Cyclemite I like better with the controller at least. So the Xbox controller, yeah.
Absolutely.
Here's actually another marketing question. In terms of marketing Instant Action around gaming communities, what does the IA marketing team have planned to bring more players to the IA scene besides word of mouth?
So that besides viral marketing?
Besides viral marketing, yeah.
Well, we will definitely be expanding the amount of partners that we work with. That will be, figuring out exactly where the best players and the best places to get new Instant Action folks are and market to them. We're experimenting with a bunch of new messaging, and we'll definitely start kind of focusing more on the specific games in our advertising rather than just Instant Action as a place to come play them. Just because we have so many cool games coming down the line, I think there's going to be a lot of different types of people that are coming to the site based off of the different games.
Did we mention what you guys' title was at the beginning?
I said marketing team people.
Marketing team people.
It's good enough. They're not really
6 of one, dozen of the other.
I'm just kidding. You guys are important.